So look what happened when you're in your place. Look what it says. He said, you shall be like a tree planted by the rivers, which spreads out its roots by the rivers. So that means where you are, if you're in the position that God has for you, something is there going to be sustaining you. Mm-hmm. So if you're struggling, you're going through that right now, that means you're not in the right place. Amen. Then look what it says. And will not fear when the heat comes. Mm-hmm. I ain't worried about the economy. I ain't worried about people marriages breaking up because they ain't got nothing to do with my marriage. That's right. I ain't worried about this person over there doing wrong because they ain't got nothing to do with me. In my house, we serve the Lord. Amen. Yes. But then what it says here, it said, but his leaf will be green. You ain't going to just look the part, you're going to be the part. Amen. And then he says, and you will not be anxious when it's dry. Listen, I want to say this because this is a Valentine's Day conference. But Valentine's Day has nothing to do with love. Okay? I know people like to present it as it is, but it has nothing to do with love. Because people who are in love celebrate love every day. Every day. Okay? That's it. If you're only telling your wife, happy Valentine's, I love you on Valentine's Day, you probably don't love her. Okay? There you go. If that man is only getting you flowers on Valentine's Day, he probably don't love you. Amen. Okay? Go ahead. So if you're putting Valentine's Day as a determinant of how your life is going, don't get fooled on that, because there's a lot of people, a lot of girls got a bunch of flowers and candies from some guy that don't care nothing about it. Okay? He ain't probably haven't talked to her since Valentine's Day night. There you go. Come on. Amen. So we have to be mindful of that. And I know I'm talking a little bit longer. Let me get this last thing down. Okay. Okay. Now let's look at verse 9. It says, "The heart is deceitful above all things, and is desperately wicked. Who can know it?" Okay. David said that I hid thy word in my heart so that I wouldn't sin against you. Mm-hmm. And the problem is that we're making a mistake of that we're letting mess come into our hearts all the time. Mm-hmm. If Olivia Pope is your hero, you're in trouble. Yeah. You're in trouble. If Cookie is your hero, you're in trouble. Okay? What confuses me is about people is that we're praying to God for one thing, but then we're looking to the TVs and the radios for another. Amen. That doesn't make any sense. That's just like me saying, I'm asking my girl, go in there and cook something for me, and then I go in and say I'm going on a fast all at the same time. It doesn't make any sense. There you go. And we're praying to God, send me someone good. But then you're sitting here watching people who are not living the life that you say you want. Mm-hmm. That doesn't make sense to me. How many of us are fighting to go to Ku Klux Klan meetings? Are anybody trying to get into those? That doesn't make any sense, does it? You're not going to do that. Because that's what's going on there is totally against what you stand for. Mm-hmm. So why would you be watching something that's supposed to be totally opposite of what you stand for, but then you say, God, I want you to send me a good home man? That doesn't add up. It doesn't. Okay? Amen. But then look at it says in verse 10. It says, I, the Lord, search the heart, I test the mind, and even to give every man according to his ways, according to the fruit of his doings. So my last point is, tell your neighbor, neighbor, give your heart to the Lord. Give your heart to the Lord. Before you give it to anyone else. Before you give it to anyone else. Amen. Amen. Feelings are real. Your feelings are real. But they're not always accurate. That's what when you live off feelings, you're going to get messed up. Okay? Jacked up. Proverbs 3:5 says what? Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. Amen. Listen, sometimes we don't really, listen, when you're going through some things, you get overwhelmed and you're just trying to maintain life, we can make an irrational decision. And so many people's lives are being completely altered by an irrational decision. your life means more to you, your life means more to God than base it off an irrational decision.
Amen.
So many women and men compromised themselves last week to have a date, to put some pictures up on social media.
Yes.
You're right.
You
And
are
they
so
compromise.
right.
Why would you, okay, one last thing, I promise I'm done.
We good.
I have
We
I have a women's conference next month. God's already given me the word for it. I want to release this to you, just a spitbit. And we're talking about Leah. Leah, Laban tricked Jacob to marry Leah. And he told her, said, work for me for 7 years and I'll give you Rachel. Then he brought Leah in there. You know how the story goes. But then he says, I want my wife. I want Rachel. And Laban said, just give her a whole week. And the custom was that when a person got married, they celebrated for a week. They had a bunch of, festivals and eating and just doing a bunch of celebrations for a whole week. And he said, just give her a whole week, and then I'll give you Rachel. What I want to ask you today is, don't you deserve more than a week?
Yes.
Don't you deserve more than a day?
Yes.
Don't you deserve more than for people to think you happy when you know you cry yourself to sleep at night?
There you go. Come on. There you go.
You deserve more than that.
Amen.
God has more for you than that.
Yes.
For you to go out here and fake it to people when you know at night you cry yourself to sleep.
All right.
I know.
If you want to cry yourself to sleep, cry over tears in your eyes about how God done brought you somewhere. Because I done found myself worshiping that night and had a couple of tears in my eyes when I went to sleep.
Amen.
But it wasn't no pain. It was